Hello, 6th graders. Welcome to Big Ideas Math, Section 5.1, Ratios, Lesson. Pause while you write Section 5.1 lesson in your math notebook. Pause while you write down today's lesson objective in your math notebook. Today's objective is I can write ratios in real-life situations with 100% accuracy in multiple attempts. In this lesson, we're going to be starting on page 192 in your textbook. Let's start with the remember part off to the side. It says, remember, part to whole relationships compare a part of a whole to the whole. So that's important stuff there. And it says, fractions represent part to whole relationships. Part to part relationships compare a part of a whole to another part of the whole. So our first example, we're writing ratios. You have the coins shown. It says write the ratio of pennies to quarters. So in our picture there are 6 pennies and 7 quarters. So our ratio is 6 to 7. So the ratio of pennies to quarters is 6 to 7, or 6:7. We don't actually say colon. I'm just saying that so that you'll recognize that the colon in the middle is the mark that we use, but it's actually said 6 to 7. And then we're to write the ratio of quarters to dimes, and so we have 7 quarters to 3 dimes, so the ratio of quarters to dimes is 7 to 3. We can write that as 7:3. Write the ratio of dimes to the total number of coins. So 3 dimes, and there are 16 coins, so our ratio is 3 to 16. So the ratio of dimes to the total number of coins is 3 to 16. On page 193, at the top of the page, we're told that a tape diagram is a diagram that looks like a segment of tape. It shows the relationship between two quantities. So example 2, we're using a tape diagram. The ratio of your monthly allowance to your friend's monthly allowance is 5 to 3. The monthly allowances total $40. How much is each monthly allowance? To help visualize the problem, we'll express the ratio 5 to 3 using a tape diagram. So since they said that the ratio was our monthly allowance to our friend's monthly allowance, then you have the longer tape. We have the 5, the segment that's divided into fifths, and our friend has the segment that's divided into thirds. So the 8 parts represent $40. Because there are 8 parts, you know that 1 part represents 40 divided by 8. So each section equals $5. So 5 parts is going to equal $5 times 5. So if each part is $5, I'm going to help you visualize this a little bit better than what the book does. We're going to write $5 in each box. Then 5 times 5 is $25. And 3 parts, your friend, also gets $5 for each part, but they only get 3 parts. So they only get an allowance of $15. So your monthly allowance is $25 and your friend's monthly allowance is $15. Example 3, we're also using the tape diagram. We separate 42 bulbs of garlic into 2 groups, one for planting and one for cooking. You will plant 3 bulbs for every 4 bulbs that you will use for cooking. Each bulb has about 8 cloves. So inside the bulbs are the cloves. There's a picture of this. The bulb is the whole thing, and then when you crack it open, there's the cloves inside that. About how many cloves will you plant? To help visualize the problem, express the ratio 3 for every 4 using a tape diagram. So we've got our planting tape and our cooking tape. So we know that there are 7 parts, 3 that we are going to plant, 4 that we are going to use to cook with, and those 7 parts represent 42 bulbs. So each part represents 42 divided by 7, which equals 6 bulbs. So each square on the tape diagram is going to have a 6 in it. So they wrote that for us this time. So for planting, there are going to be 3 times 6, which equals 18 bulbs to plant, and 4 times 6, which equals 24 bulbs for cooking. A group of 18 bulbs has about 18 times 8, which is 144 cloves. So we will plant about 144 cloves of garlic. Please remember, to earn credit for viewing your flipped lesson, you need to complete your notes in your interactive student notebook, complete your on-your-own questions in your ISN and submit those in Google Forms, and complete your Big Ideas math assignment in your math notebook and submit that when it is 100% correct. Please visit your teacher if you have any questions.